This lesson continues our Grammar Game Plan Unit 1, and now we're going to shift our focus from commas to run-on sentences and how we correct them. This is Grammar Game Plan error number 15. Your lesson objectives are that by the end of the lesson, you will be able to identify and define run-on sentences and fused sentences, and that you'll be able to explain two methods, coordinating conjunction and semicolon, for correcting run-on sentences. As always, make sure you pause and put your lesson objectives in your notes. Your keywords are sentences, including compound sentences, run-on sentences, including fused sentences, and correcting run-ons, including coordinating conjunctions and semicolons. Again, make sure you put your keywords in your notes. So sentences are independent clauses or a group of words that have a subject and a predicate or verb and express a complete thought. If you have all three of those things, you have a sentence. Simple sentences, which is a sentence that just has the subject, predicate, and complete thought, one sentence, these can be joined together with other sentences or clauses to create different types of sentences. Put this definition in your notes. One of these different types of sentences is the compound sentence, which is a sentence that's made up of two or more complete sentences. You can make a compound sentence like Jillian is learning to play the drums and she wants to join the marching band by using a comma and a coordinating conjunction as seen above, or using the semicolon to join the two independent clauses of the simple sentences. Pause and put this information in your notes. A run-on sentence, however, happens when you join two or more sentences and punctuate them as if they are one sentence. This would include a compound sentence that's missing the comma with their coordinating conjunction, a comma splice, and what's called a fused sentence, which is a run-on sentence without any punctuation at all. For example, Juliet wants to go sailing today. The weather is perfect is a run-on sentence and a fused sentence because it doesn't have any punctuation and we have two complete sentences joined together. Why did he go for a walk after dinner? He said he wanted to finish his homework is a comma splice and a run-on because you have two complete sentences just joined with a comma. Pause and put all of this in your notes. To correct the errors in your compound sentences, you need to look at what type of error you have. If you're missing a comma from your coordinating conjunction joined compound sentence, then you just add the missing comma. For a comma splice or a fused sentence, you can use one of three solutions. You could split the two sentences apart and add the end punctuation and capital letter that you need to have two sentences. This is okay if you don't have a lot of simple sentences, but if you need some variety in your sentence structure, you don't want this variety. You could also use a semicolon instead of a comma, but only if your sentences are closely related, like, why did he go for a walk after dinner? He said he wanted to finish his homework. These two sentences have to do with the reason that they are skeptical about why he went for a walk and what he did and said, so you could use a semicolon to join them correctly. And of course, you could add a coordinating conjunction with a comma to join the two sentences. Using these three solutions alternatively helps you keep variety in your sentence structure. So pause and put all of this in your notes. Now, take a turn to practice and identify whether the error in the compound sentences below are missing commas, comma splices, or just plain old run-on sentences. If there are no errors, then mark the sentence as correct. And this time, practice by correcting the following run-on sentences appropriately. If the sentence is correct, write correct. To sum up, when compound sentences are joined without correct punctuation, you get a run-on sentence. Run-ons can be corrected by using commas with coordinating conjunctions, semicolons, or simply separating the sentences. Don't forget to answer the questions and submit your Go formative to complete your homework for this assignment.